Alright, day 3 of the glacier. It's melted a whole lot and I just turned the heat lamp on. Been there for over 48 hours now. It's now Saturday about 5:30. Put it in about Thursday at 5 o'clock. It really hasn't moved at all. It hasn't really moved downstream. It's kind of tilted upwards a little bit. Backside over here seems to have moved up. Oh, that just fell. Very cool. Alright, I was down here about an hour and a half ago, and this rock right here was still in the glacier. I came down here just now and it had already fallen. It was located right there in front of the glacier. So within the last hour and a half, that rock tumbled out all the way down, and it went down there. It's about 1.5 feet. Went from about, looking at my measurements here, about 21.5 inches all the way down to about 41 inches. So that went a pretty significant amount. It rolled pretty far. This big rock right here has moved quite a bit. It was originally near the back of the glacier. It's still near the back, but it was more in the center, and as the sides have melted away, it's moved down. It probably moved down into the glacier, like down this way. Probably an inch or two. And now it looks like it's kind of tilted off to the side just a little bit. See, it's just really shrunk, and it's leaving a lot of sand behind. There's some sand right there. There's some sand right there. Lots of these twigs. This one's really cool. I like this one. It just fell and it's standing right up. So that's the front of the glacier. It hasn't really moved at all. This rock right here was where it's been the entire time. It's always been about that far away from the glacier. Obviously never touched it. Glacier hasn't really gotten closer to it. It's just, I think the glacier has been kind of top heavy and it's kind of slid forward, and ever since I put the car jack in yesterday to raise it up, put this car jack, because it was only up probably about 5 inches off the ground. Now it's probably about 7 or 8 inches at least. I don't even know if it was that high off the ground before. It's probably only like 3 or 4 now that I think about it. But I think it's been top heavy, and the top of the glacier has pulled the rest of the glacier along, and it's kind of raised up the back. And you can really see right down here, the back end of the glacier has really gotten pulled up, it looks like, top heavy. And I can't really tell how much space is under there. I can't get my head down there, and I can't get a measurement. So, it's kind of difficult to tell. But I'm guessing there's probably in the very back, maybe 2 inches of clearance, and maybe it moves a little forward. It obviously narrows down quite a bit, probably pretty fast. So, just a few minutes ago I turned on the heat lamp, and I've had those other two. The two on the outside have been going on the entire time. So is the lamp up there, just to provide light for the webcam. And so, there's the soil bin. Webcam up here, this tiny little guy, pointed down, just like this. That's the webcam's view, basically. So this is after 48 hours of the glacier being in the bin. Oh, and one last thing before you go away here. This big rock poking out the bottom. It's balancing. When I made the glacier, that was poking out the top. I flipped it over and that's now on the bottom. So that's the big rock.